At first it wasn't supposed to really be an EP, it was kind of just stuff I was making for the album. And then Everything's Embarrassing got sent to someone, and then I don't know what happened. There's definitely some electronic elements to it, but then other parts are just straight up acoustic, stripped songs, pretty simple. The Shirley Manson thing wasn't really like, it was me trying something, like it was kind of just like, I did a song with her, and then none of my album really sounds like that at all. I've enjoyed working with both Ariel and John, but it's a very different process with both of them. Like John only works at night, so I would get there at like 8 p.m. and then we'd talk and like hang out for like 4 hours. We wouldn't start until 12, and then I wouldn't leave until like 7 in the morning. Ariel works early in the day. It's like, oh, let's go 1 p.m. But I did it all in California. Like I wrote some of the lyrics and stuff at home beforehand in New York, and then I kind of just came there with some ideas, and then a lot of it I just did there. It seems like maybe the message seems completely different than it is inside my head, because usually when I write it, it's kind of like poking fun at it, but a lot of people don't realize that. I'm not sure if they'd call them darker. Some are darker, but a lot of them are just like kind of mean, you know, because I don't think I get much, like, it's hard to be mean, like, in real life, if that makes any sense, you know? I guess you have to pay the consequence for it when you do that, more so than you do in music. I just write the melodies and the lyrics, so that's like the #1 thing I listen to. Like other people I know just listen to like the music first and then the lyrics, or people I know that are writing write the music and kind of just like mumble the lyrics at first, and it's completely opposite for me. It's just like stacks of lines and somehow mixing and matching or something, and like 2 months later I'll be like, oh, that makes sense with that for some reason, even though that wasn't supposed to be together. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't really have a songwriting process. Someone who like really influenced me at a really young age lyrically was Elliott Smith. Yeah, I have to say he's a big influence. I guess it's like a personal connection too. When I was younger, it was just like, I remember when I first heard him and I was like, oh, something like happened in me. No, I love the David Bowie Low album. I think that's my favorite album of his. A lot of the stuff that like really stuck with me was stuff I like discovered myself, I think, more so. It wasn't like songs, it wasn't like music that I was raised around. Okay, one of my favorite albums, but it's not here, Viva with Dusseldorf. I think everyone knows that one. Yeah, I never saw that one before. Yeah, I think I feel like when I was like a little kid, even though obviously I heard him on it everywhere, like all the time on the radio, like I feel like I remember I like knew what the album artwork was beforehand. Like that's how I associated with them at first, because I was like 5. Actually, speaking of like album artwork, I do love like Roxy Music's album artwork. It's cool. I remember when this came out, I was like obsessed with them, and then I was also obsessed with Christopher Owens, like, I don't know, like Dreamy and everything. I remember I had the album, but for some reason I really started listening to it when I moved to New York, and it made me kind of miss California a bit, and also like, I don't know, something about his writing was like, made my heart warm or something, I don't know. I knew him for like a few years before Everything's Embarrassing, and literally like for like 3 years we kept trying to do like a song together. Like we kept trying to work together, it just like never happened. And then he sent me this demo while I was in LA, and then I rewrote some of the words and changed some chords and stuff with Ariel, and that just happened. It was just super easy. I've only really, since Everything's Embarrassing, like I've done a few shows where I really like it when there's actual like fans there, or people that are actually there because they want to see it. It's not just like some weird like industry like hype thing, or like trying to figure out if I'm like real, or if I'm gonna sound good live, or like, you know, trying to like see what it's about. You know, I notice over time now it's starting to turn into people who just like actually like the music, which makes a really big difference compared to just like label people and like always that kind of stuff kind of sucks when it's like radio people there just like stand, because you can tell, you can always tell, you know, more so than just like, oh, I'm gonna go here and actually listen to it and not like sit on my phone the whole time. Or like my first tours, a lot of the shows are sold out, which is so weird. Like venues I go to all the time that I never thought, oh, well, not that I never thought, I just like, I guess I just didn't expect it to happen so quickly. And you know, that it's exciting that it happened so quickly. I'm totally not complaining, but at the same time, like, I was like, am I ready? Like, is it gonna be bad? But, you know, I'm gonna just take it for what it is and enjoy it.